Moving over to the home team, the Northwestern Wildcats, head coach David Braun.
Want to start off just by thanking the Las Vegas Bowl staff. This has been an incredible experience for our team, for our staff, for our families. Been an unbelievable week so far. Also want to take opportunity to thank SRS Distribution and their team that's out here again. Been very active in just connecting with us, connecting with our players, and again just ensuring that this is an experience for our entire team that something that we'll remember for a long time. A couple people that I'd like to just thank individually: John Cicinti, who's been active with our team throughout, Nakia Jackson-Hale, Ryan Orlando, and Melissa Meacham-Grossman all have been just active day in and day out, connecting with Alex Knisley, myself, and our players to ensure that this experience is first class, and that's exactly what it's been. And just want to make sure that we took an opportunity to thank everyone involved with that. This is an incredible opportunity. It starts with the fact that we've had an opportunity to have additional weeks of practice, additional weeks with a really special group of young men, an opportunity to develop our entire roster, and to be honest with you, just an opportunity to continue a season with an incredible group of people. For us to be blessed with an additional 3 weeks with this group, you couldn't ask for anything more. And I think, to be honest with you, that was a huge motivating factor as we came down the home stretch. Each week, guys, we're guaranteed X amount of games. What can we do to ensure that we earn an extra opportunity to stay with this group and continue to write the story of the young men in the Northwestern locker room. Incredible, formidable opponent that we have an opportunity to go up against. I've told people over and over again over the course of the last couple weeks, Coach Whittingham, the Utah program, is a program that I've admired from afar for a long time. I've talked about their program and recruiting, about being a model of what it can look like moving forward in a rapidly changing landscape of college football, of creating a sustainable program that's built off of team football, built off of physicality, fundamentals, all things that we've admired, and this program aspires to be and continue to be. And it's an incredible opportunity for our team to go up against an incredible opponent and tee it up tomorrow and go compete our tails off and hopefully put on full display what college football is supposed to look like.
Thank you, Coach. I'd like to introduce Northwestern linebacker Bryce Gallagher. Bryce, I'll ask you the same question that I asked Bryce, and you guys have been here since Sunday. It's a lot of ground to cover. What's been your favorite part so far?
I would definitely say the Magic Show as well. Last night, that was unbelievable. Just getting to spend time with my teammates at that Magic Show and see some of the magic that Matt Franco was able to put on for us was a great experience.
And then Northwestern quarterback Ben Bryant. It's been a long football journey for you from 2018 to here. What would it mean to you to finish your career with a win tomorrow?
It would mean everything. I mean, just all through I've been through personally and all that the team has been through. It would mean so much just to get that last win with these guys.
Questions for Northwestern? She's coming.
Hey, Coach, this morning you were named Newcomer Coach of the Year. Can you speak a little bit on that and kind of like what that means for you coming in?
Yeah, I was not aware, but everything that this team has achieved is a reflection of the character of this group, the character of these players, the two young men that are sitting next to me up here. I was asked yesterday, how we did this, and it's the leadership. It's the leadership from our student athletes. It's a staff that, faced with an incredible amount of adversity, found a way to pull together a locker room that did the same. And, that honor is simply a reflection of everyone that's a part of this program.
David, you had some nice momentum going at the end of the year, 3 straight wins. A lot of coaches would like to go out and play again the following week. Have you felt that you've been able to carry that through these bowl practices and into tomorrow?
I've been so impressed with our team. I mean, challenged our group as a whole to utilize this opportunity to develop individually and collectively as a team. Challenged our group to, keep our level of urgency up. And I just have been so impressed with our practices back in Evanston. This group has continued to improve. And to be honest with you, I was most blown away with our Monday helmets practice over at Bishop Gorman. I mean, the level of urgency, communication, intentionality that this group was putting on display, they've left no doubt in their preparation. We're really proud of our guys for that.
Coach, at the beginning of this year, you accepted the job to be the DC at Northwestern. And now at the end of the year, you're going to coach a bowl game as the head coach. Has the feeling sunk in, and how special is this moment for you?
It's incredibly special. For this group to have an opportunity to do it again, for myself, for my family. I mean, this opportunity at Northwestern is an absolute dream come true. Has it sunk in? Honestly, it hasn't. And I'm waking up each morning full of gratitude for the opportunity, full of a realization that I still got a lot to learn as a head coach, and just making sure that I'm showing up every day for these guys to put them in a situation to finish this thing off the right way.
Thank you. And for Ben, you've had the opportunity to lead a handful of programs now, but how has this team been different than the others?
Yeah, I think there's just so much maturity on this team. I'm so thankful for the opportunity to be here in my final season, and I've just been so blessed to be around such a great group of guys, and I'm just really happy that this team brought me in and welcomed me with open arms, and just very thankful to be here and lead these guys.
Coach, over the past few weeks, you've been traveling around trying to secure this recruiting class. How are you able to balance trying to secure that class, building that class, but also still being around in Evanston to get ready for this bowl game at the same time?
Taking it 1 hour at a time. And an incredible, support staff. I've mentioned that, from a support staff standpoint, we're short-staffed right now, and there's a lot of reasons for that, but there's not a single person in our organization that has made excuses or explanations or pointed to those. Everyone's just, showing up each day, work diligently with me to find ways to make sure that we're helping this team prepare for a bowl game, closing out a recruiting class, making sure we're aware of how we can support our current student athletes to ensure that they feel like they have something that they want to continue to be a part of, while also being aware of areas of our roster that we have to be cognizant of some players that may be the right fit for us out of the transfer portal. And one of those guys is a prime example. One of the guys sitting next to me is a prime example of that. Ben Bryant transferred in, Chicagoland guy. We talk all the time, if we're going to bring a transfer in, it's got to be the right person. We can talk about the player, that's part of it, but it's got to be the right person. And Ben Bryant embodies, what it means to be the right person for Northwestern football, and his level of leadership and level of play throughout this season is a reflection of that.
Speaking of which, for Ben, you've been to a lot of bowl games over your time. How does this Vegas experience compare to some of the other ones that you've done in your college football career?
Yeah, it's been the best experience for sure. It being the last one has meant so much to me. We were all really fired up when we heard we were coming to Vegas. But yeah, it's been so fun. The hospitality's been great. We're all just really excited to go out there tomorrow and play.
Question for Ben and Bryce. I believe this is the first college football game that's going to feature in-helmet communication and tablets on the sidelines. How has that changed your guys' preparation, and kind of how do you think it's going to affect game flow on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we're pretty excited for it. It's been talked about for a while, and I think we're excited to test that out, and I think it'll just improve the game.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to change anything too drastically. Obviously, this being the first time we're using it, we're going to try to just use it when we see its best fit and not try to overdo it or over-communicate on those to kind of take us out of our game. But we've had them in our helmets all week in practice, and it's gone really well so far, so I'm really looking forward to it.
And then to follow that up, for you, Coach, do you feel like that's kind of reflects what the direction college football should be trending in terms of communication, what you're seeing here this week and in this game?
In terms of the in-helmet communication, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, the amount of time that we waste as programs changing signals, 7 signalers on the side. I mean, we all the things that we navigate as student athletes, as coaches, recruiting. When you're wasting hours on the logistics of how to appropriately signal things in because you're concerned about your signals getting stolen, like we can fix all this by going to NFL model and getting that communication in the helmet. In terms of the sideline technology, I think this is going to be a great opportunity for us to explore and experiment with it. Personally, I don't think it's necessary. At this level, we have large staffs with very talented coaches that are assigned to see certain things and communicate and get that down to the sideline and pass that along to our players. I'd honestly be more in favor of kind of a still shot model that they're using in the NFL. It works for the NFL. I think we should model our processes moving forward as much like the NFL as possible. A lot of the guys that we have opportunities to coach at programs like Northwestern and Utah, what helped them a great deal in their transition as well. But excited for this opportunity for us to explore it. The in-helmet technology, I think, is absolutely critical that we get that done moving forward, and then find best practices in terms of the sideline technology.
Coach, when you talked about being short-staffed, some of the guys that left were DJ Vokalek and Logan McCormick. How impactful were those guys for you, seeing those familiar faces and not having them moving forward?
Yeah, no, in terms of, the staff, just so thankful to have, DJ here with us on the defensive staff. Logan McCormick has been an incredible asset, as our defensive GA. There's multiple members, within our recruiting department. Todd McShane was able to take an opportunity at Oregon State, run an entire department. I'm thrilled for Todd. Todd is an incredible asset. A lot of the recruiting pieces that we put together on the offense side of the ball are a direct reflection of his work and attention to detail. Johnny Kovac, who we had on staff prior to the season start, Johnny's working in the NFL now. Coach Fitz did an incredible job of providing opportunities for young support staff to grow and learn and develop, and then take greater opportunities. We want to continue to create that. But it's going to be critical that we repopulate that support staff, specifically in recruiting and scouting, to ensure that we're doing it the Northwestern way. We don't have to do it like anyone else. We just need to do it the best way we can possible that fits our values and our model.
You talked about taking it one step at a time with everything that you have going on, and then also on top of that, seeing who's going to opt in, who's going to opt out, whether that be Northwestern, whether it be Utah. How have you been able to manage that? Has that impact planning? I know you want to answer.
The hardest thing to manage right now is scholarship numbers. As of right now, we got so many guys that want to stay. That's a credit to these guys. And we'll continue to take it day by day. From the start, it hasn't changed. My messaging in July was, I'm here to serve these guys, support these guys. That'll continue. And that happens through one-on-one conversations. There'll be some guys at some point in the coming months that decide that they have to explore other options, and that's okay. It's our job to just be open, honest, transparent. Give them an opportunity to discuss what we really see the vision being for them here at Northwestern moving forward. But the greatest asset that we have as a program is young men should come to Northwestern with the desire to be here for 4 years, to be fully developed and pushed to reach their best, as a student and as an athlete. And walk away from this place with their Northwestern degree. And, Bryce Gallagher is a great reflection of that. Has had an incredible football career, a career that has an opportunity to continue beyond college, but something he'll always be able to lean on is a Northwestern degree, which is absolutely invaluable.
Coach, obviously one of those positions you're looking to fill on your staff is a defensive coordinator. With Matt Entz deciding to head to USC as a linebacker coach, did you speak with Coach Entz about a possibility of joining the Northwestern staff?
I won't speak to those specific conversations. What I will say is I'm thrilled for Matt and his family. Sometimes our greatest growth is people, is when we're outside our comfort zone. And I promise you, Southern California, USC is not in Matt Entz's comfort zone. But that's what I think he's most excited about. He's going to get outside his comfort zone. Coach Riley made an incredible hire. Matt is a phenomenal coach, but more importantly, he's an awesome man and mentor, someone that's had a profound impact on my life. The non-negotiable in hiring a DC is we're going to keep consistency. Bryce Gallagher, this group of guys has built something to be proud of, a foundation that we're going to build off of. And we're going to find someone that's going to keep things consistent. We'll adjust our players, not our players adjusting to a new coach. And then we're going to find ways to evolve this thing to make sure that we can play winning defense and winning football in rapidly changing Big Ten landscape.
Just to follow up, did you send Coach Ensign welcome to the Big Ten? Anything a little colder than it is in Southern California?
You know what? He'll be prepared for the cold, but Matt and I, Coach Ensign and I, have had some times in our times in the Missouri Valley where we coached against each other, and looks like we're going to be doing that again. Excited for the challenge.
Final round of questions. Anybody else?
Right
Got
here.
one?
Hey, Bryce, you were on a bowl team, but I don't think you played in the game, the Citrus Bowl. Have you gotten any advice from your brother about preparing for this game and throughout the course of the season?
Yeah, obviously in the Citrus Bowl I wasn't playing a lot, but my brother Blake, he's obviously been through this before, as far as like the bowl prep and stuff like that, and he's someone I lean on every week. He watches the tape and gives me feedback, and we talk pretty much on a daily basis. So it's just great having him to kind of tell me what to expect as far as getting to a bowl site, and just being biggest advice he gave to me was, when it's time to lock in on football, that's business. Business is business. But when it's time to have fun with your teammates and create those relationships and experience a great city like Las Vegas, then to do that as well. And I think our whole team has embodied that this week, and that's been my message to really the whole team is, when it's time to have fun, but when it's time to lock in on football, lock in. So it's been great so far.
Coach, with the economics of college football changing so drastically, players coming and going, what's the biggest challenges you face under your new job here?
Yeah, that's hopefully after the game I can connect with Coach Whittingham a little bit and lean on his experiences on how he's navigating it. It is rapidly changing, and to be honest with you, for me to pretend like I got my head completely wrapped around it would be me blowing smoke. But what I will tell you moving forward is, at Northwestern, the opportunity that exists at Northwestern to earn a world-class education and degree, we're going to lean into that in recruiting. I was asked about our recruiting class ranking the other day after signing day. That's the last thing I'm going to be concerned about. We're going to be concerned with finding guys that are, the right character, the right toughness, that love football, that value a Northwestern degree, and guys that can turn themselves into all Big Ten players over the course of time. The critical thing that we need to do moving forward is ensuring the way that we move and operate is that we can retain those young men, to ensure that they leave Northwestern with their degree and that they play their best college football at Northwestern.
I think it's a good spot to end it there. Any final questions for Utah? Thank you again, Coach Whittingham. Thank you, fellas. Any other questions for Northwestern? I can't imagine there would be. You guys did a great job today. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, fellas. Good luck to everyone.